In this week's race, we are banging at Brands Hatch. Wait, what? Yep, you gotta watch to find out. Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy, your 2018-2019 SCCA Senla Region F Street Autocross Champion and Gran Turismo Sport Sim Racer. I ask that if you like what you see, be so kind as to hit that like button, and if you really like it, go ahead and smash that subscribe. Alright, so here we are on my qualifying lap, and I'm hoping, amongst all hope, that I hit a 129. I hadn't hit a 129 in any of my practice races, so I was going to be very elated if I could squeeze it down below a 130 qualifying time. So as I come around the final corner, heading towards the finish line, squeezing it tight, I hit a 129, 967, not blazing into the 129s, but I made it. I finally made it into the 129. So as you will soon see, that will be good for qualifying position number 13, as there are quite a few other people in the lobby that are a good bit faster than me. So let's move on and see that grid. A lot of good people in the room today. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that lovely intro, Miss Opera Lady. And once again, here we are at the start of the race. And who do we have in pole position? None other than Everready with a 128.940, outstanding time. Alex Cubed in the Mustang with a 129.243. Sprinter 64, nice job in the BMW M4 with a 129.357. Slyverst with a 129.370 in the Alpha. Mr. Q41 in the 86 with a 129.478. And we got BMW 52 some odd numbers with a 129.501. Slayer GT in his Viper with a 129.611. And 8th, we've got Forest 4A, the 129.614. And in 9th, Bam Bloodstain in the Mustang with the 129.624. In 10th, Orma Bixie Glass with the 129.782. And in 11th, XS Meat Axe with the 129.849 in the Lancer Evo. In 12th, Macrout 85 with the 129.863 in the WRX. And there's myself, Geauxgreddy in the Lexus with the 129.967. Resist Rise in the Ferrari with a 130.062. And in 15th, Neto Ivan maybe with a 133.11. In 16th, Hyzidia, hadn't seen him in a while, with a 132.94. In 17th, Josiah 51 in the UOP 102 today with a 133.26. And 18th, TGTCQ with a 134.87. And in 19th, Seraphim with a 130.500 in the Mazda. And in 20th, Lord Megatron with the 131.035. So there you have it, starting grid 1 through 20. Tight grid up front. Not sure what Lord Megatron was doing back there. He must have been goofing around to get that 131. Because I know he's faster than that. So odd to see him in the back of the grid starting the race. Very odd for me anyway. Not any other Lexuses in this group. I was shocked to see that. So starting off at Brands Hatch, I'm the only Lexus running out here. Maybe that should have told me something. I don't know. But I'm going to give it a go because I just enjoy racing as much as I dislike Brands Hatch. And it's just a love-hate with Brands Hatch. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it. Unlike Big Willow, which I pretty much always just hate it. This track is very narrow and very unforgiving for mistakes. So if you run wide in some areas of the track, you are a gone. May as well kiss your assets goodbye, as you will be slinging your car into the wall, the gravel trap, or God only knows where else. And you will give up position. So we already have some banging at Brands Hatch as Macrout and XS Meat Axe. Get a little door-to-door action. And I'm trying to figure out which person I on a follow, and there's not enough room to go 3 wide on this stupid little track. So I tuck in behind them both, hoping they'll take each other out. But, oh, rip Force 4A. Something happens. Force 4A goes off track. We lose our first one. I'm thinking Mac is gone there. I thought he was off into the realm, but he holds it somehow, gets the Subaru back on the asphalt to live, to fight another day. So anyway, heading around towards the end of lap 1, I am still within the slipstream of Mac route in the Subaru, and I still have resist rise not too far back. He's not in the slipstream anymore, so I'm pretty happy about that in the race, that I was able to break that fairly early. So I'm looking to just ride the coattails of my competitor here and try and pull the old don't wear my tires out too fast tire strategy, as Mac route flirts again with the gravel, and maybe try and get him in the later laps. I did that to Mr. Q41 in a practice race the other day. I just kind of hung out behind him until the very end, and then I sent it on the inside and destroyed him and killed him, and I apologized afterwards because it was crappy, but so, and he's way up there in like 4th or something like that right now, so he's doing a little bit better than I am in this race. But anyway, while I know that I'm not that fast on qualifying, I know that I was able to hang out with a lot of faster people than me when I was in their slipstream. I would basically just kind of ease it through the corners and then jump in their slipstream and catch back up with them using the power of the Lexus. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do to Mac route here. As we come around this pair of right-handers, we see, oh, rip Slyburst. He must have got into the grass. I mean, you get even a 1/4 inch of your tire into the grass on the left, and you are dead. So, lost another. Of course, his misery is my merry times. So I get another position. So I've now moved up to 11th. And what do we see ahead? Yes, we see red, and red means good things are about to happen, especially when we're this far back, because everyone starts to bunch up, as you can see there. So about another half lap in, again, everyone's bunched up. We got a half-second penalty. Excess meat axe gets off the left. I'm thinking, oh, good things are about to happen. Some people are about to start smashing into each other. So, like a good predator, I just lay and wait for my prey. So I see my first one, bam, bloodstain, and I'm thinking, no, he made it back on track at about the worst spot, right in front of me. I have to really slow down that corner to try not to kill him and get a penalty. I did get into the back of him, but I really had to get on the brakes hard there to avoid really smashing into him, unfortunately. So we form up another train. As you see, Ormet, Bixie Glass get off to the right, and you know, more battling going on up front, which again is good for me. It's not great for us. I mean, we're just basically going to sit here and battle for 7th through 11th overall, but that's okay. As I think Bam Bloodstain's about to go off, and then the Ormet Bixie Glass goes off, like for sure something's going to happen here, and sure something happened. I rammed into the back of Bam Bloodstain again because basically we had a traffic jam up front. Of course, that brings Nektivan, or however you say his name, into play now. So he has now caught up with me. And that's really not what you want in my position, because the Mercedes has better tire wear than I do. So I really want to put him in the back and kind of leave him back there to die a lonely death all by his lonesome self. As I get into the rear corner panel of the Mustang on an inside pass. So let's go back and let's look at that again slowly. So as I'm coming around the corner, I'm braking about where I normally brake for this, and I'm going to slide to the inside. Now I counter steer here. You can see the dot. I counter steer because there's a bump there, and I get back inside, and I crank the wheel all the way in, and bam, Bloodstain is just it was like an 1/8 of an inch. I felt terrible about it. I mean, it's just like, I mean, when you're in bumper cam view, it actually looked like I had room to just slide in behind Bam there. But apparently there was just enough of my bumper that I got into him and ran him off. So I apologize there, Bam. That was not my intention at all. So moving on ahead in 10th, and feel free to make a comment. Let me know what you think about that move, or I don't know what you would call it there. It wasn't clean, and it was my fault. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get a penalty. I'm not sure how the game decided that that was cool, but I don't know. Maybe because I gave up the position to Netovian. Is the only thing I can think of, or that I'd let off the gas as I was hitting them. I tried to avoid them, but I just I couldn't seem to do it. So anyway, moving on, as we bang more here at Brands Hatch. We're on lap 6. I'm in 11th. I'm 2/10 behind Netovian. That name, Netoivan? Ivan? I don't know. Help me out here. Someone. We need a pronunciation sheet for the announcers. As Macro gets off and wow! Dude, you talk about scare the crap out of you in the middle of the race. That does it right there. He came out of nowhere, and I think that our two extended flares caught each other as I was passing him, because it made the weirdest bump as I went by him, like I caught something. So anyway, get past Mac and heading towards the penalty zone here on lap 7 as XS Meat Axe has a 4-second penalty. So I am going to pick up yet another position right here. So thank you, Mr. Meat Axe, for getting out of the racing line. Much appreciated, sir. It's very sportsmanly of you. And we head around in towards lap 8, the penultimate lap. And again, I'm hanging out in 9th, right here behind Netovian, the Mercedes. Behind the Mercedes. Hoping I can make one more move before the race is over, but can I? So let's move on to the last lap. And I'm outside of the slipstream of the Mercedes, and so there's really not a whole lot left I can do. I mean, if you look at my tires, my left front tire is just gone. My left rear tire is pretty much gone. My lap times have been very steady. So 130 my first lap, 131 my second lap, then straight 132s all the way up to lap 8, which is pretty good. Been pretty pleased with that. I can run lower, lap 1 through 4 times. I can usually keep those down around 131s and below, or 130s and 131s up through lap 5. And then I usually start getting the 132s on 6, 7, and 8, and even into the 133s on 8. So I'm pretty happy with these lap times. I've saved my tires pretty well. And I'm not catching the Mercedes, I am catching up to Sprinter in the BMW. So that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's just not a whole lot of time left to be able to catch up to him and make a move on this skinny little tiny track, especially without murdering him. As you can see, I wasn't even really trying to make a move on the Mustang, and I murdered him. I was just basically taking the inside line. So coming to the last corner, will something wild happen? This is Brands Hatch. You never know. Of course not. Nothing happened at all. So I stayed 9th and crossed the finish line here behind Sprinter 64. So it was a good race. It was an entertaining race for me in the race. There's always something that I had to just kind of strive towards. There were always people fighting in front of me. There was always something going on. So it was a fun race, and props to Everready and Mr. Q41, first and second there. Slayer GT came in at 3rd. Good job by him and the Viper. I mean, you don't ever see the Viper anymore. Alex Q pulled his Mustang into 4th, and there I am in 9th. Fastest driver for Lexus, though, but a paltry 957 points. Driver rating stays A. So appreciate you all coming along. If you like the video, hit like. If you really liked it, go ahead, like I said, smash that subscribe. Check out some more of them. For myself, Geauxgreddy. Y'all have a great evening. DJ Clean, bring us out of here.